Hundreds of firefighters and community members attended the funeral in Newcastle of one of the 3 firefighters who died during the Bank of Lisbon building fire in Johannesburg last week. A fire brigade funeral is being held for Ndlovu, an honor bestowed on firefighters who died in the line of duty. Speakers were moved to tears as they speak about Ndlovu's endless love and kindness. Mduduzi Ndlovu's funeral service is underway at KwaMdakane outside Newcastle in northern KwaZulu-Natal. Emergency Services representative Robert Mulaudzi says Ndlovu dedicated his life to saving people and sacrificed his own when the building caught fire. He says Ndlovu has worked for the emergency services for more than a decade. For the latest on this, we're joined by our reporter Sbongakonke Mbatha. Sbonga, tell us what has happened throughout this morning.
Good afternoon, Desiree. I must highlight that a somber mood, heavy emotion carried throughout the funeral service of Mduduzi Ndlovu. The program has just concluded, and what is expected to happen now, as you can see behind me, EMPS personnel have once again escorted his coffin back into his homestead, where he will be laid to his final rest here at Corringham, Doringkop Farm. What is expected to happen from now on is, of course, the cemetery, where be a very short program and he'll be briefly laid to rest. And earlier on, we did manage to speak to the union. The union made sure that their voice does not go unheard once again. From Friday, from the first funeral of Simpiwe, even yesterday, they were also making sure that their call is being heard, saying that the safety of EMS personnel on the ground continues to be ignored. Their safety is not guaranteed while they work serving the country, making sure that the country is safe. Meanwhile, their safety is not guaranteed. Mr. Mulaudzi earlier on did mention that their job requires that when people go out, they go in. But the personnel are saying that even though they go in to put out the blaze, like we witnessed earlier on in the week in Johannesburg, where the tragic events happened and 3 EMPS personnel lost their lives, it does not say that their safety should not be prioritized. They're saying that EMS personnel, firefighters dying in the line of duty, must indeed come to an end. It continued to be at their call even today as they bury the last of their 3 colleagues who lost their lives in those tragic moments earlier on in the week in Johannesburg. Desiree?
Well, thank you very much there to Sbongakonke Mbatha, who's been covering the funeral service for us the entire morning.